Hello everybody and welcome back to The Depth of the Internet, which is Alexandra Foster. Today we are going to talk about a topic that probably is going to form a series on my channel. Okay. So today we're going to start off with the topic of time management because I want to make a series all about productivity and procrastination and how to get out of a flame. And today I'm going to start with time management and we're going to move further in the future. So I have a list and I will go through them as quickly as I can, and if you have something, like if you want to know something about a certain topic, write down in the comments below and I will answer that question. And yeah, let's get started. So first things first, what I do and what I love to do is making to-do lists and, in general, lists. And what I try to do is I separate the list into parts, and the first part is like the things that I really have to do, and I write down like 3 to 4 things like that have to be done by tomorrow or something like that, and then 4 to 5 things that are like you can do them if you have time, but they're not you have to do them, you know? And what comes with that is what I do is I set myself certain deadlines, and a study really showed that most people on the planet are like me and they're better, like they work more efficient when they have a deadline. So maybe try that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't, but for me it works. And now something that has something to do with the list thing is prioritizing, fuck that word, your tasks. So what I mean by that is, how I said, you have your 3 to 4 things that you really have to do, and then you pick the one that is really like the most annoying one, the biggest one, the one that needs the most time, and you do it first thing in the morning, so you get it out of your way and everything will seem much easier. Remove distraction. And I don't mean that you should live in a cave and just work and study and whatnot. I mean that you should put away all like technical devices that you don't need. So don't get me wrong, you can have your phone, but what I do, I turn off all notifications for social media and I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I only use it when I really need it. And also I slowly go away from watching YouTube while I do anything, because I do that a lot. And what I also do that also keeps my head fresh and so I can work better kind of, I always take breaks. I have these 30 to 1 hour work time, and then I have a 5 to 10 minute break where I can do anything I want but not checking social media. I just maybe lay down, chill for a little bit, read a few pages of a book, or go for a walk, which I do a lot. I just go out and go around my house or whatever and think about something, and that really keeps my mind fresh, and I can think about certain things that I distance from myself when I'm working or when I'm studying. So that way I am more focused when I really study or work. And if you're like me and you forget everything, then set yourself a timer. I set myself timers for weekly things, for daily things, for whatnot. So if I say I clean my room every day for 20 minutes, so I set a timer at night to just clean up all the mess that I have. Which leads me to the next point, and this is keeping your workspace clean, tidy, and neat. And I talked about this in my last video a little bit, so if you want to know more about that, then go to that video. But in general, I talk about how I can work better if my room is decluttered and if there's nothing laying around in wrong places, and yeah. And also with that comes getting more organized. How I said, I use a planner, I write down everything. I try to keep my room clean. I try to have really a weekly or daily schedule or routine. I just adapted a new morning routine, and if you want to know about that, then also tell me. So how I said, I got in a new routine So what you maybe want to do is make yourself a routine, like when you study, when you work, when you wake up, and all of those things that I'm telling you right now is more for people that are working from home or studying or like going to school. But like everyone can adapt those things, but it's more like specifically for people that work from home. But having a routine, like really waking up, doing that, going to sleep, doing that, is really like, it's something about it that us humans really like are attracted to, and yeah, it works, you know. And I feel like with all of the things I'm doing there, I really can control my stress levels. So because this school year,
let me tell you, I had the best grades since I'm in this school, but I was like stressed. I was so stressed. My stress level was there. Like, I was dead. I really was like, I just want to sleep. I'm dead. I don't know what to do. I can't do this, whatnot.
With all of the things that I slowly adapt into my life, I moved away from the stress. I'm just calmer. I mean, of course I have summer break, but I also work, so, but I'm calmer, and I try to continue that. So, and with this stress factor, and with the listy thingy whatnot, I tried to learn to say no and just to do the things that I really can do, or with the time that I have, I'm able to do. So if someone comes to me and wants a logo or whatnot, like because I do some little project for some people and I like have a lot of things to do, I really try to say no, because before I was like, oh yeah, of course I can do that, but in reality I had so much stress I couldn't even think of doing another thing, you know? So I really try to say no sometimes. Sometimes I say like, hit me up in like 1 or 2 weeks and maybe I can do something for you. Or maybe I have time for that. But right now I can't, I'm sorry. And by that way I don't get too stressed and I don't like overload all of those things, and I have more time to think about everything, and it's just way easier. So last but not least, what I really try to do is I wake up really early, and that is something that I adapted in the past few weeks. And I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning every day. I make myself a tea while the tea is brewing. I don't know. I am going to the bathroom, do all of that shit. Then I go back, drink my drink my tea, and then I work out, and then I eat breakfast, and then I go shower, and then I start my day with anything that I have to do. And by that, I really feel that I like maintain a healthier day and a healthier routine, and I feel just more energized and more like better just. And like, I'm sorry that I busted out these facts so fast, but I didn't want to have like a super duper long video. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see this series about productivity and whatnot, then subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, comment down below. And yeah, I hope I see you next week. Bye!